Football Fan Den UK. Hope you guys having a good Tuesday as we're here for the second match watch along this evening. And we'll also be keeping an eye on the other results around the grounds. But tonight we're going to give it a bit of coverage to English League One, as we've not covered English League One very much this season. So Reading facing Bristol Rovers, and Reading desperately needing some points as they sit bottom of League One, and they've lost their last 5 games, guys. So a big game for them to try and get some points on the board. So let me just quickly share on the screen team news with you guys. Hang on a minute. Spare me a second, guys. There we go. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Why is it not showing the team news? Ah, here we go. Sorry. Okay, then. Okay, that's not going to show us. I'll have to go with the other one, guys. So just bear me a second. Let's get that one up. Here we go. Should be on your screen now in a moment, guys. Anytime now, if this sorts itself out. Come on. We're not missing nothing yet, guys. Teams both on the pitch, but just doing the moment silence. So there we go. Should be getting it on your screen now. There we go, guys. Sorted. There we go. Sorted. So both teams on the field, and we should be underway in a moment, guys. As Reading to kick us off. And Ken, how you doing, mate? Ken saying thanks for the previous stream. I'll go for a 1-1. Thank you, Ken. My pleasure, mate. And thank you for your conversation and comments in the previous stream. Always a pleasure to have you with us, Ken. And yeah, welcome to this one. So Ken saying 1-1 for this one. Yeah, Reading currently really, really bad run of form at the moment. They've lost the last 5. So yeah, what for them to do to try and climb up the league. So thanks for that, Ken. BWFC Forever with us saying, "What's this?" I don't understand. How do you mean, mate? What's this? Uh, well, welcome to the show, BWFC Forever. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, mate, but if you want to explain, let me know. I'll certainly try and answer your question. But I'm not following you very well there, mate, as I'm not sure what you mean in what's this. But thank you for that. Welcome to the show, BWFC Forever. Stevie saying hi, Gaz and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Thank you for doubling up this evening with me, mate. I always appreciate your help in the background, mate. So top man, Stevie. So we're off and underway, and already we got a foul on this near side as Reading with a free kick. Now the ball kicked into the box as Bristol managing to uh, intercept it. Now Rovers trying to clear their lines as they knock the ball up the field up towards the halfway line. Now chipping it on as they come forward now, knocking it out to that far side as they move into the Reading half at pace. Now ball chipped forward as Reading managing to intercept it, knocking it out wide to this near side as it goes out for a corner. A throw into Bristol Rovers midway inside the Reading half of the field. So thanks for that, Stevie. Ken saying hi, Stevie. Top stuff. Thank you, Ken. Nice one, mate. What a guy. Loving the positive vibes from Ken, as always. Top man. Thank you, mate. Stevie Allen saying hi, Ken. How you doing? Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. So both sets of players now challenging for the ball as it's Bristol Rovers that come away with it, knocking it out wide to this near side, now coming towards the edge of the box, but it's challenged by Reading as they manage to win it back. Now Reading kicking the ball long down this near side of the field. Rovers challenging for it, but Reading managing to retain it momentarily as they kick it out wide to that far side, but this time Bristol Rovers do manage to intercept it and now start knocking the ball about just inside their own half as eventually they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ken Fish saying Royals v Pirates. Um, Yep, that's right. Yep, the club nicknames. Yeah, I had to think about that then. Yep, the club nicknames. Thank you, Ken. Ken also saying, I'm okay, got correct score in Dortmund game. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Yep, well done, Ken. Well done, yep. I had to think about that as well then. So, yep, well done, Ken. You did, mate. BWFC saying, why does it say restroom? Why does it say restroom? Why does it say restroom? Oh, yeah, it's not Restroom, it says Restream, mate. That's the name of the new platform that we're using. Obviously, we've had problems with the other platform, as I'm sure you've witnessed. So we're using a new platform tonight, which is called Restream, mate. Restream. So throwing on that far side for Reading as the ball comes back into play. Reading now with a possession just inside their own half. As now they try to build from the back. But Bristol Rovers just coming to press the ball a little as Reading knock it out to this near side. Just Reading just happy to keep the possession at the moment as it's a cagey start. Now Reading knocking it out wide to that far side. Ball played forward as it's intercepted by Rovers and they manage to knock it out of play. And that will be a throw into Reading just inside the Reading, inside the Bristol half of the field. Reading take the throw in quickly, knocking it back to their centre backs as they again knock it about inside their own half. BWFC forever. So thank you for that, mate. Apologies if you're unconfused. Restream, yeah, that's the name of the platform, mate. So hopefully you understand that. Thank you for that, mate. Stevie's saying just trying out a new platform, BWFC. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. Thank you for letting him know. Now the ball knocked back to the goalkeeper as Reading intercept it as the goalkeeper clears it. Now Reading on the edge of the box as Bristol challenge for it, and now Bristol win it back. Bristol playing it forward as now they come towards the halfway line. Reading trying to challenge for it, but Bristol managing to keep the possession as they play it into the centre. Now Rovers knocking it out wide to that far side as Reading tried to challenge, but Bristol now playing it in behind as they come forward now into the box. Shot comes in, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper as the ball deflects away, and then Reading knock it long up the field. Now Reading trying to get on the attack, but Bristol have managed to intercept the ball, knocking it back up the field as now Bristol on the far side again, coming forward, racing into the Reading half, but Reading challenged this time and managed to win it back as they play it back to their centre backs. So thank you for that, Stevie. Mad Mag, how you doing, mate? Mad Mag saying, evening all. How you doing, mate? Mad Mag, good to see you, mate. Surprised, I thought we might have seen you on the previous stream as we were doing your club. But good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show, Mad Mag. I'm presuming a bit disappointed with the result before, but I think you guys can still make sure you're in Europe after Christmas. Just need to make the next two games count, mate. That's all. But not the best performance, but not the worst performance from Newcastle. I thought you guys give a reasonably good account of yourself over there in Dortmund, but maybe just a little bit too much respect towards Dortmund, possibly. But it's all good experience for Newcastle, as I'm sure you would agree, mate. You guys going to be more regularly in Europe in future seasons. So uh, now Rovers kicking the ball long as they clear the lines and Reading win it back. Now Reading playing it back to their centre backs again as Rovers just sitting off at the moment. So thank you for that, Mad Mag, and welcome to the show, mate. Uh, Ken is saying, keep going, Gaz. Thank you, Ken. Now, Reading winning the ball back on this near side as they play it forward. Now getting in behind the Bristol Rovers defence as they take it right to the corner flag. Rovers coming across the challenge for it, but Reading managing to keep it as now a foul comes in, but no, nothing given off the referee as the ball kicked long back up the field and eventually it goes all the way back to the Reading goalkeeper. So we're just gone past 7.5 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Reading with the possession again. So thank you for that, Ken. Also saying hello, Mad Mag, tune not at the Bladen races tonight. And Stevie saying, well done, Ken, on score prediction. Thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. So the ball all the way back with the Bristol goalkeeper now as he plays it out wide to that far side. Ball played forward as Reading challenged for it, but the referee gives the foul to Bristol Rovers on that far side, just inside their own half, level with the centre circle. So thank you for that, Stevie. Stevie also saying, hi, Mad Mag. Nice one, Stevie. As Rovers kick the ball long, and the goalkeeper comes out to intercept it, but he's blasted it out on that far side as it goes out for a throw in to Rovers midway inside their own half. Now Rovers playing it back to the goalkeeper as it's played out wide to this near side. Now Bristol Rovers playing forward as Reading tried to challenge for it, but Bristol managing to keep it as they knock it out wide to that far side, trying to push up the field, but Reading quickly shifting players across to challenge for the ball. As now a long ball over the top for Bristol Rovers getting into the box, but Reading reading it well as they just managed to see it out there and it goes behind for a goal kick to Reading. Mad Mag said, don't think I've seen one of our fans complain. Mate, Trippier had a bit of a stinker, but we are growing team who is excelled expectations last season. Just happy to be taking part. Absolutely, top man. Absolutely, well said, mate. That's the best way to look at it. It's all good experience. Yep, as you say, mate. You guys definitely giving a good account of yourself and all the results you're getting in Europe at the moment, good or bad, is all good experience. And well, like you say, it's going to help you guys in the future as you become more established as a European club. Because I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Newcastle playing in Europe in the next few seasons. So, yeah, you well said for that, Mad Mag. Thank you for that, mate. So Rovers winning and throwing on that far side. Just to let you guys know, Celtic have already gone behind against Atletico Madrid. 13 minutes into that one, Atletico Madrid 1, Celtic 0. The other game in their group is still 0-0, Lazio Feyenoord. And in Newcastle's group, Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead against AC Milan. So 12 minutes in, AC Milan 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1. Now Rovers on the attack down that far side as they work their way towards the edge of the box again, taking it to the byline. Ball crossed in and it's deflected behind by Reading. As that will be a corner on that far side for Bristol Rovers. Also in Group G, guys, Red Star Belgrade 0, RB Leipzig 1, and Manchester City 0, Young Boys 0. 12 minutes gone in those games. Group H, Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Barca 0 in the earlier kickoff, and now FC Porto 0, Royal Antwerp 0. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, St Johnstone had taken the lead against Motherwell, so it's St Johnstone 1, Motherwell 0. And in the Championship, English Championship, Rotherham United 1, Ipswich Town 0. League One, Shrewsbury 0, Bolton 0, Wigan 1, Peterborough United 0, and as we know here, 0-0 with Reading and Bristol Rovers, as the ball has gone out of play again on this near side for another throw into Bristol. In the EFL Trophy, guys, currently Barrow 0, Liverpool U21s 1, Crawley Town 2, Aston Villa U21s 0, Wimbledon 2, Crystal Palace U21s 0, Cambridge United 2, Tottenham Hotspur U21s 0, Gillingham 0, Fulham U21s 1, Leyton Orient 0, Portsmouth 1, Oxford United 2, Chelsea U21s 0, Cheltenham Town 0, West Ham United 3, Wrexham 0, Port Vale 1, Fleetwood 3, Leicester City U21s 0, Lincoln City 1, Notts County 0, Mansfield Town 0, Everton U21s 0. Doncaster Rovers 1, Burton Albion 0, and Forest Green Rovers 0, Brighton and Hove Albion U21s 0. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with all the results, with the exception of non-league. Try and keep you guys up to date as best I can throughout the game. So now both sets of players challenging for it on this near side, as it's gone out for another throw-in this on this near side to Bristol, about 6 or 7 yards from the corner flag. Ken is saying, I felt Dortmund had to come back after their first defeat at home in 26 on Saturday. Yeah, that's a fair point, mate. That's a fair point. So the ball has gone straight back out of play from the throw-in. This time it's a throw-in to Reading as the ball knocked up the field. Now both sets of players challenging for it in the centre circle, as it's knocked back in the direction it came from. Reading now with the possession on this near side as the ball challenged by Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers now playing it into the centre, but Reading picking up the loose ball as the referee blows for a foul, and that will be a free kick to Bristol Rovers. PFC underscore DY4. How you doing, mate? How's it going, Dylan? Dylan saying, good evening to you guys. I hope you are doing well. I apologise for not coming on earlier on. I am currently working through my mocks, so putting some focus to that. I hope everyone is well. Thank you, Dylan. Welcome to the show, mate. Yep, no worries. Totally understand. You've got your studies going on at the minute. Very important time for you, mate. But yeah, no worries. Thank you for dropping in. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. And hope the studies are going well. And yeah, mate, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Thank you very much for asking. Don't forget, guys, recently uploaded a new video at the weekend, which is Harry Maguire vs Virgil van Dijk vs John Stones. It's actually took me a lot of time to do that video, guys. I would love it if you go and check it out. Let me know what you think of it, because I put a lot of stats, a lot of information into that video. And I would love to have feedback off you guys to let me know if you like that kind of video with all that kind of information in it, so that it helps me making videos going forward. Obviously, I want to make content that you guys like watching. So if you get a chance, guys, please do go and check out that video. It would be really appreciated. It's not in the live section, guys. It's in the video section on the channel. The latest video that's been uploaded in the video section, not the live section. So yeah, if you guys want to have a quick look at that and let me know your thoughts, it would really be helpful for future video work, so that I can have an idea of what kind of stuff you guys like to see and what kind of information you guys like me to try and get for you to share in videos. So we've got a stoppage here, guys, at the moment, as the fans are chucking stuff onto the pitch here. Oh, no, we're going to abandon the game. The referee's abandoning it. He's ordering the players off the pitch. Oh, why do fans need to do this? Well, the players are coming over to the touchline at the moment. I'm not sure if this is going to be game abandoned, but the players are all walking over to the technical area here. The referee stood in the middle of the field, just assessing the situation, I think, as the announcer is making announcements in the stadium. So I think they're trying to get the situation under control. So the stewards on the pitch now clearing up all the debris and stuff that's been chucked onto the field. Um, I think it's the away fans that have done it, guys. And they're also setting fireworks off in the away end. Well, that's just stupidity, isn't it, guys? Because that's just going to get them banned from future games if they get caught on CCTV. So let's catch up with some comments while we've got a break in play. The players are back on the field, but I don't know if we're going to be restarting yet. Mad Mag is saying, exactly, Ken. They are the more experienced side. Great experience for Hall, Tino, and Livermore. They're out. They're our future. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well said. Well, massive respect to you, Mad Mag. I'd love to see you looking at that. Massive respect to you, mate. Yeah. Good to see that you're looking at it like that, mate. Because, like I say, it's good experience. You need to get that experience. Not a lot of fans have that intelligence to recognise that. So, massive respect to you there for that, mate. And thank you. PFC underscore DY4 Dylan saying, remember to like, subscribe, and share with other positive football. Thanks. Thank you, Dylan. What a guy. Thank you, mate. Nice one, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. So we've got players back on the field here. And I think the referee is trying to restart the game, but fans are still chucking stuff on the pitch. So, yeah, we are going to get back underway. So the ball back with the Rovers goalkeeper. As now Bristol Rovers playing out from the back, knocking it out wide to that far side as Reading come to challenge for it. Now working it up the field as Reading win it back. Now Reading playing it back to their centre-backs as they now try to build from midway inside their own half. Mad Mag saying sorry, and Gordon as well. No worries. Yeah, we got what you mean, mate. We got what you mean. So thank you for that, Mad Mag. Now Rovers winning it back as they play it out wide to this near side. Reading coming to challenge for it, and the ball goes out of play on this near side for a throw in right in front of the dugout. Ball kicked long down this near side from the throw in, and it's gone straight out of play for a Bristol Rovers throw in deep inside their own half, probably about 10 yards from the corner flag. Ken is saying, evening PFC. Nice one, Ken. Top man. Thank you, mate. And I think that's Aiden Plays Games, I think it says. Where are you watching it from? I pay for it, mate. I pay for it. Google it. Just Google it. Welcome to Football Fan then, by the way. Aiden Plays Games at 89. Google it, mate. That's the best thing I can say to you. I'm paying for the channel, so that's why I've got access to it. So yeah. But welcome to Football Fan then. Good to have you with us, mate. Now, Rovers with the possession on the halfway line. Now played out wide to this near side as Rovers now coming forward towards the byline. Ball crossed in, and it just deflects over the bar as Bristol tried to get the shot off, but always under pressure there by the Reading players as they were man marking really well, and the ball goes out of play, and that'll be a goal. Should be a goal kick to Reading. So yeah, thank you for that, Aidan. And as I say, mate, welcome to Football Fan Then UK. So now Reading to play out from the back. Now Rovers playing it out wide to this near side. They win it back. But Reading win it straight back from some sloppy possession there from Rovers. As now Reading knocking it back to defensive line. Now ball not long down this near side, but Rovers managing to read it well and let the ball roll out of play. So that'll be a goal kick to Bristol Rovers. Kent is saying not an experienced centre forward up front. Are you now talking about Reading and Bristol, or are you still talking about Newcastle? Sorry, mate, I'm confused. Because a minute ago you were talking to Mad Mag about Newcastle's performance, I think, weren't you? So I'm not sure if that's following on from that or you're talking about this game. But thank you for that, Ken. Ken also saying PSG 1-0 up in Milan. Thank you, Ken. Reading unable to keep it in on this near side as it creeps out of play. So another throw in, this time for Bristol Rovers, midway inside their own half of the field. PFC underscore DY4 Dylan saying, good evening, Ken. Thank you, Dylan. Nice one, mate. Loving the positive vibes from you guys. Thank you very much. Now Bristol playing the ball into the centre as they try to cut it through the middle, but it's cut out by Reading. Now Reading knocking it out wide to that far side before playing it back inside as Bristol challenge for the ball. And now the referee is going to give a free kick and also issue a yellow card here. So free kick for Bristol Rovers, just on the edge of the centre circle, just inside their own half. Mad Mag saying, A Ayla Isaac would have been a massive game changer for us. Yeah, you guys suffering from a lot of injuries at the minute, aren't you, mate? Hopefully, some of those players can come back sooner rather than later to help with the squad depth. But yeah, keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. You guys doing okay? You did a great season last season. Doing well this season. Keeping yourself in the mix as well. So I think you guys got lots to look forward to in the future. Now, Bristol Rovers with the possession at the back as they play it out wide to this near side. Reading coming to challenge for it, but Rovers managing to keep it as they play it into the centre and eventually all the way back to the goalkeeper as Reading pressing the ball really well there. But Bristol Rovers managing to keep the possession as now they play it out wide to that far side. Ball played forward, but challenged by Reading as it eventually goes out of play on that far side for a throw-in. PFC underscore DY4 Dylan saying, I predict Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 1. Okay, thank you, Dylan. I think we had a 1-1 before. I think, was it Ken? I think Ken said 1-1 as well. So good shout, mate. Good shout. And throwing comes in. Reading now knocking it into the centre as now Reading with the possession midway inside their own half. Bristol coming to challenge for it, but Reading managing to keep it momentarily as now they try to come forward, knocking the ball long over the top, trying to get it in behind down that far side, but it's intercepted by Bristol Rovers, as now they play it back to their centre-backs, but Reading trying to latch onto the loose ball, but Bristol Rovers just managing to do enough to keep it, as now they build from the back, playing it out wide again to that far side as they try to push up the field, but Reading coming to challenge for it, but Bristol Rovers managing to keep it at the moment. PFC underscore DY4 Dylan saying, I will try and get back on before the end of the stream, mate. Time for me to have my dinner. Speak to you soon. Dinner? Right. Okay, mate. Yep, no worries. I have to wait for my dinner until I'm finished streaming, unfortunately. But thank you for that, Dylan. And yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Take care. Look after yourself, and appreciate you dropping in, mate. Always good to see you. Marcus Pinkham saying, "Come on, gas UT. And come on, gas hashtag UTG." Okay, Marcus. Well, welcome to Football Fan then, although I'm not following your comment very well there. What's gas? Come on, gas. Hashtag UTG. I'm not sure what that means. But welcome to Football Fan then, Marcus Pinkham. Good to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show and welcome to the Fan Den community. I'm not, as I say, I'm not following your comment very well there, mate. If you want to explain, that'd be cool. But if not, no problem. Ken is saying, hi, Marcus. Come on, the gas. All right. Is that a nickname that I'm presuming I'm missing then? Because I thought Reading was called the Royals. That's their nickname. And obviously, Bristol are called the Pirates, so, as a nickname. So Gaz is a new one on me. I didn't know that one. So thank you for that, Marcus and Ken. Now, Bristol coming forward as the ball played out wide to that far side. Now coming towards the edge of the box as they managed to work the way through the press from Bristol, playing it towards the edge of the box, inside the box. And now the shot comes off, but the goalkeeper makes a comfortable save. And now Reading can play out from the back. Marcus Pinkham saying, hi, Ken. Bristol Rovers 3, Reading 0. Thank you, Marcus, and thank you for the positive vibes, mate. Welcome to Fandon, as I say. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, guys. Now Reading with the possession on that far side as they just knock it back to the goalkeeper to retain it. Now the goalkeeper with the possession at the back as Reading now knock it out wide to this near side. Coming forward as they play it up towards the halfway line, but Bristol come to press the ball as Reading forced to play it back to their centre-backs. Now Reading just knocking it about on the edge of their own box at the moment. So City have took the lead, guys, against Young Boys. So Man City now 32 minutes into that one. City 1, Young Boys 0. And St Johnstone have now 2-0 up against Motherwell in the Scottish Premiership. So 45 minutes gone in that one. In the English Championship, it's now Rotherham United 1, Ipswich 1. As Reading still knocking it about inside their own half at the moment. Into English League One. Shrewsbury 0, Bolton 0, Wigan 1, Peterborough 0. Those games pretty much on half time. As we know, still 0-0 here in League One. In English League Two, guys. Colchester United 0, Swindon Town 1. As the ball now kicked long down the far side by Reading, and it's kept in by Bristol Rovers as now Rovers try to build from the back, playing it out wide to that far side before cutting it back into the centre. And now Rovers trying to come forward, but Reading pressing the ball really well at the moment. As they're forced to play it back to the goalkeeper, Reading trying to press all the way back to the Bristol goal box. And it's now Bristol playing it forward, Trying to work through the press as they now nudge it up towards the centre circle. Now knocked out wide to this near side as they come towards the edge of the box. Now coming into the box as Reading just surround them there. Managed to knock it away to this near side for a throw into Bristol Rovers. In the EFL Trophy, guys, currently Barrow 1, Liverpool U21s 1, Crawley Town 2, Aston Villa U21s 1, Wimbledon 2, Crystal Palace U21s 0, Cambridge United 2, Tottenham U21s 1, Gillingham 0, Fulham U21s 1, Leyton Orient 1, Portsmouth 1, Oxford United 3, Chelsea U21s 0, Cheltenham Town 0, West Ham United U21s 3, Wrexham 0, Port Vale 1, Fleetwood Town 3, Leicester City U21s 0, Lincoln City 2, Notts County 0, Mansfield Town 0, Everton U21s 0, Doncaster Rovers 2, Burton Albion 0, and Forest Green Rovers 0, Brighton and Hove Albion U21s 0. So, a ball back in play now as Reading managed to work it up the field. Now knocking it out wide to that far side before it's cut back in towards the edge of the box. And now Reading with a shot from distance, but it's always going wide. And that'll be a goal kick to Bristol Rovers. Ken is saying, no, it's only 0-0. It is. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, mate. Nice one. So Reading eventually knocking it all the way back to the goalkeeper. So now Reading winning the ball on that far side as Bristol Rovers won it momentarily. Now Reading playing it back to their centre-backs as they probe forward, but now knocking it out to this near side as they push up the field. But Reading under pressure as Bristol challenge for it. Now Bristol winning it back. They play it into the centre. Challenge comes in from Reading and the referee blows for a foul. So free kick to Reading. Sorry, Bristol. Bristol making the worst of that as they knock it out wide to that far side. Now the ball knocked down the field as Bristol managed to knock it out of play, and that'll be a throw into Reading. Mohammed Moomin. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fandom. Mohammed Moomin saying Reading 1-0. I take it you're a Reading fan. Well, welcome to Football Fandom, mate, and thank you for your score prediction. Welcome to the Fandom community. Ball kicked long down the field as now Bristol managing to win it back. Reading coming to challenge for it as it deflects out on this near side and goes out for a throw into Reading. Deep inside the Bristol half of the field. Ball comes in as Reading take the a quick throw in, knocking it back to the halfway line as Bristol come to press the ball, but Reading just knocking it along the defensive line as they keep the possession, just sitting a little bit deeper as now they play it out wide to that far side. Played forward, but it's intercepted by Rovers as now Rovers on that far side, trying to push up the field, but it's just chipped forward there and sneaks out of play, and that'll be a throw into Reading on the far side, pretty much bang on the halfway line. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. Would be appreciated, and thank you if you have already. Ian, how you doing, mate? Ian saying, hi, Den. Come on, Rovers. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Good to have you with us, Ian. I hope you're doing well today, mate. And thank you. Reading now with the ball as they play it forward, but it's just intercepted there on the edge of the box by Rovers as they kick the ball long down the field. Now it's being both sets of players challenging for it as now Reading trying to knock it up the field, but Bristol challenge for it, and it's gotten a bit scrappy there as the referee has blown for a foul. So it's going to be a free kick to Bristol Rovers just inside their own half, right on the edge of the centre circle. Um, Sorry, guys. Ian is saying, yes, what games tomorrow are you doing? I'm not doing any games tomorrow, mate. I'm having a day off tomorrow because my wife uh, is got to working tomorrow. So I'm going to have tomorrow off so that I can do Thursday. So, yeah. So I'll be streaming Thursday next, mate, after tonight. That's why I've doubled up tonight because I know I can't get on tomorrow because of work commitments. As I keep saying to you guys, I keep having to juggle my work life around. So if I finish work early to come home for live streams, it means tomorrow I have to work longer. So, that's why some nights you see me absolutely shattered and not always as focused as I'd like to be. Because, like I say, it's a difficult balance. Once we get further along with fun, then I hope one day I'll be able to do it as a proper job and then I won't have to do my main job. But at the moment, we're still in the process of building the channel. So I've got to kind of work that difficult balance at the moment. So it means that when I sacrifice time to do more fun den stuff, I've got to make up for it and put extra hours into my normal job somewhere else along the line. So tomorrow I'll be working a few extra hours um, so that I can be available on Thursday. So yeah, sorry, Ian, if you're wanting to see me on tomorrow, I would love to be on, mate, but I know I probably won't be home from work in time to get on tomorrow, unfortunately. But as you guys know, I'm trying to get on as much as I possibly can. It's just a difficult balance at the moment until we get further along. But hopefully we'll grow the channel a bit further, a little bit quicker as we keep building. Because you guys, I know a lot of you guys have been sharing the channel about, which is really appreciated. So thank you very much, guys. If any of you guys have been doing that, it's really, really appreciated because it's very helpful. And like I say, the sooner we get further along in the with the channel, then the sooner I can find, hopefully, start to make more time to work on the channel and not have to keep balancing between working on the channel and obviously my normal job. I hope that eventually I'll be able to stop my normal job and just do this as a full-time job and maybe do something else part-time. Because at the minute, and doing this full-time and then doing my normal job full-time, it's just too much, guys. So I'm hoping to reduce it where I only have to work part-time and then do this full-time and another part-time job. That's the longer term plan anyway. So yeah, sorry, Ian, if you were hoping to see me on tomorrow, mate. I would love to be on. As you know, I try to get on as many nights as I can, mate, but some nights I've just got to go with it, unfortunately. I've just got to go with what's so yeah, that's why I got an earlier finish today, guys. Plus, I'll have an early finish on Thursday. That's why I've got to work later tomorrow. Now, Reading winning the ball back on that far side as now they come into the box and Reading with a shot. Oh, Reading have opened the score with a ball low and hard into the far corner of the net. And on 39.5 minutes, guys, it's Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Well, that's a much needed goal for Reading, isn't it, guys? As I said, 5 defeats in a row before this game. So we're just going to get back underway in a moment. Good goal that from Reading. It came from a mistake from Bristol Rovers on the far side. They had a throw in deep inside their own half. They were dilly-daddling on the ball, and that gave Reading chance to win it back. And then literally Reading only had to race into the box and get the shot off, and that's exactly what they did. And the rest, as they say, guys, is history. So Bristol Rovers now with the possession as they switch the play, knocking it out wide to this near side. And unable to uh, keep it there as Reading have knocked it out of play. So that's going to be a throw in. Sorry, guys, that's going to be a throw in on this near side to Bristol Rovers. Bristol now with the possession in the centre, knocking the ball forward, but Reading challenge for it. It's now Bristol play it forward again, and this time Reading intercept it and eventually knock it back to the goalkeeper. So we're on 42 minutes gone, guys. Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Ball kicked long down the field as it's challenged by both sets of players on that far side, and now Bristol Rovers knocking it back in the direction it came from as Reading managing to win it on that far side and then eventually knocking it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it long again up the field as it's headed on. And now Rovers and Reading on that far side taking it to the corner flag. And Bristol Rovers have ended up running it out of play there. Well, that's strange. That should be a corner. It must. He's giving it as a goal kick. So thank you for that, Ian. Apologies if that's not what you wanted to hear, mate. But I'm doing as much as I can. There's only so much. I've got to trying to get on as many days as I can. But sometimes I have got to prioritize work, and tomorrow is a day I have to do that, even though I'd rather be here enjoying the football with you guys. Now Reading with the ball at the back as they kick the ball long down the field. As Bristol heading it back in the direction. Now it's being challenged by both sets of players in the centre circle as Reading chip the ball forward out wide to that far side, but it's nobody there and it goes out of play for Bristol Rovers throwing probably about 3 or 4 yards from the corner flag on that far side. So now Bristol Rovers with the throwing. As Reading now winning it back on that far side, now coming into the box as they get the shot off, and the goalkeeper makes the save. Well, good effort there by Reading. Bristol Rovers panic mode there at the back. So now, Bristol Rovers giving it away again, but Reading are doing the same. Really bad possessional play here, guys. Both teams guilty of playing balls forward and not looking for the man they're trying to find and just giving it back to the opposition. As now Bristol just managed to win the ball back, knocking it back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper kicks it out wide to that far side. It's now the ball kicked long by Rovers up the field as it's not headed out wide on this near side by Reading, but Bristol managing to pick up the pieces as now they play it into the centre. Now knocking it out wide to that far side as they try to stretch the Reading formation. Reading quickly shifting players across to press the ball, but Bristol still with a possession here as they play it in behind now, trying to come towards the edge of the box. But Reading come across to challenge for it, and the ball ends up going out of play. And I think that's going to be a corner to Bristol Rovers. Yep, corner taken short as the referee. They've messed that right up as the linesman puts the offside flag up. Is he pulling it back here for the corner or? So, yeah, they took the corner quickly on that far side, tried to make it count, but the linesman put the flag up and the referee's brought it back. Now the corner comes in as it's knocked away and the shot comes in from the edge of the box, but it's over the bar. Rovers just managing to get that shot off and Reading closing the space, but he's blasted it over the bar. So now the ball back with the goalkeeper as we're waiting for him to get us back underway with a goal kick. 4 minutes added on, guys, at the end of this first half. And we're a minute into the fourth. So goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field. As Reading managing to get the ball down, trying to play it forward, but Bristol challenge for it. Now Reading do knock it forward, but it's headed back in the direction it came from by Bristol. Both sets of players challenging for it, but it's Bristol that eventually come away with it. Now playing it out wide to this near side as they race towards the Reading box. Coming inside now, ball attempted to be crossed in, but Reading just blocking that, and the ball deflects away from the edge of the box. But Bristol picking it up again, knocking it back out wide to this near side. Ball crossed in, and it's not able to get the shot off there under pressure by the Reading defender before Bristol eventually have knocked it out on that far side. So now Bristol Rovers with the corner on that far side. Ball comes in. Don't forget, guys, drop some comments in. We're almost at half time. Love to hear your comments. John McQueen, how you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Then. John McQueen saying, come on the gas. How's it going, mate? Welcome to Fan Den and welcome to the Fan Den community. Reading trying to get down this near side as Bristol challenge for it, and the referee has brought it back, but there weren't much of a foul in that, to be fair, guys. Now Rovers knocking it out wide to this near side. Ball chipped forward as Reading managing to intercept it. Now Reading knocking it back in the direction it came from as Rovers with the pick up the loose ball. Now playing it into the centre before Reading tried to challenge for it. Now it's Rovers with the possession played out wide to that far side as they keep the pressure on. Reading forced back towards the edge of the box, their own box here as Bristol just knocking it about midway inside the Reading half. And now the ball knocked out wide to that far side, and the referee blows for the half-time whistle. So half-time finished. It's finished Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Smith with the goal on 40 minutes. So let's have a look at the half-time match stats, guys. See how it's gone. Don't worry, I'll share it on the screen so you guys can see it. And I will also read it to you in case you're listening in on a small device. So just bear with me a second as I'll bring it up on the screen. Here we go. There we go, guys. So I'm going to bring it on the screen now. So let's quickly get rid of that. Here we go. Should be coming on your screen now, guys. There we go. So don't worry if you can't read it. I will read it out to you if you're listening in on a small device. So this is how the first half has gone in numbers. Total shots, 4 for Reading, 4 for Bristol Rovers. Shots on target, 4 for Reading, 2 for Bristol Rovers. Possession, 44% for Reading, 56% for Bristol Rovers. Passes, 227 for Reading, 275 for Bristol Rovers. Pass accuracy, always an interesting one. Reading, 80% pass accuracy, and Bristol Rovers, 81% pass accuracy. So not a lot between them there, only 1%. Fouls, 6 against Reading, 2 against Bristol Rovers. Yellow cards, just the 1 against Reading. Offsides, none. Corners, none for Reading, and 3 for Bristol Rovers. So there you go, guys. I'll leave that on the screen for you guys to analyse. But let's quickly have a look around the grounds and let you guys know how the other results are going on. So first of all, guys, into the Champions League, currently Group E. It's currently Atletico Madrid 2, Celtic 0, Lazio 1, Feyenoord 0, half-time in those games. Group F, as we know, it finished Borussia Dortmund 2, Newcastle 0 earlier on. AC Milan currently 1-1 now with Paris. Saint-Germain, that's our half-time result. Group G, Red Star Belgrade 0, RB Leipzig 1. And Manchester City 2, Young Boys 0. That both of those games at half-time. Group H, Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Barcelona 0. That's a full-time result from the earlier kickoff. And FC Porto 1, Royal Antwerp 0, half-time result. Into the Scottish Premiership, guys. St Johnstone now into the second half with Motherwell, and it's currently St Johnstone 2, Motherwell 0. In the English Championship, Rotherham United currently 1-1 with Ipswich Town. That's also at half-time. In League One, guys, Shrewsbury Town 0, Bolton Wanderers 0, Wigan Athletic 1, and Peterborough United 0. Both of those games into the second half. And as we know, it's half-time here. Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Into English League 2, Colchester United 1, Swindon Town 1. 50 minutes gone in that one. And into the EFL Trophy now, guys. Barrow have finished their game and won it 2-1 against Liverpool U21s. So that is a full-time result. Crawley Town 2, Aston Villa U21s 1. 47 minutes gone in that one. AFC Wimbledon 2, Crystal Palace U21s 0. 90 plus 4 in that one. So that one close to finishing. Cambridge United 4, Tottenham Hotspur U21s 1, full-time result. Gillingham 0, Fulham U21s 1, Leyton Orient 1, Portsmouth 2, Oxford United 5, Chelsea U21s 0. That's a full-time result. Cheltenham Town 0, West Ham United U21s 3. 61 minutes gone in that one. Wrexham 0, Port Vale 1. 66 minutes gone in that one. Fleetwood Town 4, Leicester City U21s 0. Full-time result that. Lincoln City 2, Notts County 0. 90 plus 2, so that's almost finished as well. Mansfield Town 0, Everton U21s 1. That is also a full-time result. Doncaster Rovers 2, Burton Albion 0. 79 minutes gone in that one, guys. Forest Green Rovers 0, Brighton and Hove Albion U21s 0. And that is that game has been that's a full-time result. That game's gone to penalties. So yeah, penalties to decide on that one. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date around the grounds across the UK. With the exception, obviously, of non-league. John McQueen is saying Rovers having the better of the game, but as usual, wasteful. I don't know. To be fair, mate, I'm completely neutral in this one, mate. But for me, I think it's been a bit of a 50-50 game. Neither team have really stamped their authority on it. It's been end to end. It's been a lot of scrappy play in the centre, a lot of long balls, and yeah, both teams creating a couple of chances. I'd say the first 30 minutes, probably Bristol Rovers having. Looking slightly better of the two teams, to be fair, mate. But in the last 15 minutes or so, I'd say Reading have improved and come more and more into it. So, yeah, I'd say, like I say, mate, for me, a little bit more 50-50, but I can see where you're coming from. Bristol, obviously, have had some good possession, some good opportunities, but just not been able to put the ball in the back of the net. But like I say, it's kind of a 50-50 at the moment. But thank you for that, John McQueen. As I say, mate, welcome to Fandom. Ken is saying, good to have some Bristol Rovers fans on the stream. Well, yeah, that's why I'm doing the stream, mate, to try and attract some fans. We haven't really given Reading or Bristol any coverage on the channel yet. I think we might have done Reading once before, but I don't think we've done Bristol up to now. But that's why I picked the game, as you know, mate, trying to go around the grounds to help make it easier for more fans to find us. But yeah, it would be fantastic to attract some fans from both of these clubs if they're interested in the Fandom project. That would be great to have them with us and part of the Fandom community. So well said, Ken, top man. Thank you, mate. Ken also saying so. Hi, John and Ian. What a guy, top man, Ken. You're a star, mate. I think they've. That's the problem, Ken. Sometimes with new fans when they come in, sometimes they just quickly come in, drop a comment, and then go again. So apologies they've not stuck around to answer you, mate. But I do appreciate the positive vibes, Ken. You're a star, mate. An absolute star. Really appreciate you making the effort to welcome new fans. What a guy. Top man. Ken Fish, you are a legend, mate. Thank you. So, guys, who do you think is going to win this one? Obviously, Reading on top at the moment with that slight lead with one goal. But like I say, it's been a 50-50 game for me. So I think this could go either way in the second half. We could see Reading score another, or we could see Bristol Rovers possibly flip the script. We'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think. So, yeah, concerning seeing Celtic losing again. But I see United, Man City putting in a strong performance again. Good to see Wigan 1-0 up in their game against Peterborough United. Obviously, Wigan starting to pull away from that bottom half of the table. And what a win for Barrow in the EFL Trophy. I know it's only Liverpool U21s, but that's a massive result for Barrow. That'll give them a boost of confidence dramatically, that I should imagine. Um, And where was the other one? There was another surprise result. I said, oh, yeah, Cambridge United with that 4-1 win against Tottenham Hotspur U21. So that's another interesting result, as well as Oxford United winning 5-0 against Chelsea U21s. Now, what is that all about, guys? Because Chelsea is supposed to have a really good youth structure. Well, they did under Abramovich, didn't they? When they had Roman Abramovich, they were always being in the papers for obviously stockpiling youth players. So I don't know. Have you guys heard what's been going on with the youth structure at Chelsea? Have they sold a lot of those youth players? Because I know, like I say, under the previous owner, they were collecting. Youth players like some people collect stamps, weren't they? So I'm quite surprised to see Chelsea not see them lose, but to lose 5-0 without a goal in reply, considering how much they've invested in young players in the last, uh, I don't know, 10 years or so. Bit of a surprise result, that one for me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Um, so, yeah, I'm going to quickly go and quickly nip to the toilet, guys, while we've got the half time, because we're back on the way in a moment. So I'm going to quickly just go and nip to the toilet, and I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. So just bear with me. It's a bit fresh tonight. I thought I'd get through it without needing the toilet, but it's a bit fresh in it. So you know what it does when it's fresh, guys. So just bear with me a second. I'll be back in a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, the cold getting to me a little bit there. That's why not to worry. So, if it stays like this, guys, apparently, I'm just going to double check now, but um, so just hearing that Bristol City have appointed a new manager, Manning. Have you guys have heard of him? I'm not a manager I'm very familiar with. I have heard his name mentioned before, but I don't know a lot about him. But yeah, apparently Bristol City, uh, with a new manager. So just to let you guys know, if it stays like this, guys, Reading will move off the bottom of the table. That will push them one place higher, but it's a start. And Cheltenham Town would be bottom on 8 points, with Reading just above them on 9 points. But that's only if it stays like this, guys. This could be a massive 3 points for Reading, getting themselves start to try and climb up the table. So we'll see if that if is how it turns out at the end. So the players back on the pitch, guys. We should be back underway in a moment. So we're just waiting for the teams to get us back underway. And they are out on the pitch now. So yeah, you guys can see that. That's the table. And that is how it would be if it stays like this. Obviously, without this win, Reading were bottom of the table. But like I say, if it stays like this, it will push them off the bottom of the table. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's get rid of that now, guys, and bring up the team news as we're back underway. And the ball knocked all the way back to the goalkeeper. So now, there we go. Just getting this team news back on the screen. Should be on the screen. There you go, guys. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. So there we go, guys. So the ball back with the Reading keepers. Oh, Reading now getting themselves in all sorts of trouble as they've gifted the ball back to Bristol. And they've just managed to get the shot off, but the goalkeeper managing to get down low and make the save. But he created the mistake himself by playing it out from the back, whilst Bristol players were pressing the Reading defenders. So ball kicked long up the field as both sets of players heading it about now. As Rovers playing it forward, Reading trying to challenge for it, but Rovers coming away with it. Now Rovers on the attack down the middle, knocking it out wide to that far side as they come forward now. Shot comes from distance, and the goalkeeper with a fantastic save there, knocking it away out to this near side as Reading come across trying to clear their lines, but gifted it back to Bristol Rovers as now Bristol trying to come inside, but the ball challenged and knocked away up the field as now Reading on the attack down this near side, but Bristol not letting them get time on the ball as they challenge, and now the referee has blown for a foul. So it's going to be a free kick on this near side. So Bristol now with the ball. No, it's Reading. Sorry, Reading got the free kick. I thought it was gone Bristol's way, that. So, yeah, Reading with the free kick on this near side, right in front of the dugout. It's right up against the touchline as well, guys. So, Reading now with a free kick. Long ball forward, but it's a poor one, and the goalkeeper manages to gather that. Now kicks the ball long up the field, out wide to that far side as Reading intercept it. Now Reading on the attacks, coming forward down that far side of the field still. As I just play it back to the halfway line under pressure from Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers trying to win it back, but now Reading play the ball over the top, trying to get in behind, taking it to the byline on that far side as a challenge comes in, but Reading still managing to keep it before eventually the linesman puts the flag up on that far side for throwing. So Reading with the throw-in, taken now as they throw it into the box, but Reading giving it away there as Bristol now on the attack. Bristol coming forward, straight down the middle, knocking it out wide to that far side. Space to run into as they come towards the edge of the box. Attempted cross, but it's blocked off by Reading, and the ball deflects behind for a corner to Bristol on the far side of the field. So, so Rovers with the corner on the far side, and the referee, I'm not sure what he's doing here, but I'm not sure if he's just booked somebody because he's taking notes. Corner now comes in. It's towards the near post, knocked away, but Rovers pick it up outside the box now, chipped forward, but it's intercepted by Reading, and now Reading trying to hit Bristol Rovers on the counter attack, knocking it out wide to that far side, space to run into, but immediately Rovers come across the challenge and win it back. Now Rovers trying to move up the field as Reading lose the possession. Rovers eventually knock it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it forward as now Rovers knocking it out wide to that far side, coming into the Reading half of the field as Reading challenge for it, winning it back, and now Reading come forward, but not able to move forward fast as Bristol come to press the ball really well, and eventually it goes out of play for a throw-in on that far side to Reading, midway inside their own half. Throw-in taken quickly as it's knocked back towards their own goal, and now Reading build again from the back, playing it out wide again on that far side as they move up the field. Bristol trying to challenge for it, but Reading managing to keep it as now they play it backwards to come forwards as now a long ball chipped up towards the halfway line, but it's straight to Bristol City as they intercept it. Now Bristol knocking it out wide to this near side as Reading come to try and challenge. And yeah, it was Hutchinson with the yellow card earlier. I thought I seen the red referee fumbling with his cards. So yeah, Hutchinson with the yellow card. Now Rovers with the possession played into the centre. Now a long ball out wide to this near side as Reading come to challenge for it, but Bristol managing to keep it as now they try to come into the centre, but sandwiched there by Reading as Reading now trying to break from the back, but again another strong challenge comes in on this near side, and now the referee does blow for the foul. So Reading with a free kick on this near side. midway inside their own half, but it's right up against the touchline on this near side. Literally half a yard from the touchline. So Reading now with a long ball forward, but it's a poor one, and it goes straight out of play for a Bristol Rovers throwing midway inside their own half. So 52 minutes gone, guys. Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 0. And it's now the long ball comes in from the throw-in. It's knocked out of play, though, further up the field, and that's going to be another throw into Reading. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. Would be really appreciated, and thank you very much if you have. So Reading now to take the throw-in. Long ball forward as Rovers managed to head it back in the direction it came from as the ball lands. Now Bristol Rovers knocking it back to the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper now chips the ball out wide to that far side, but it's intercepted by Reading. Now Reading racing into the box. Can they get the cross as they pushed out wide by Bristol on that far side? Now the cross comes in. It's headed away by Bristol Rovers as Reading trying to challenge for the ball outside the box, but Bristol have won it. Now Bristol knocking it out wide to this near side as they push up the field. And Bristol coming into the Reading half now as Reading keeping that high line. And Reading challenge on the far side, now winning it back as now they try to come forward down that far side as they work their way towards the edge of the Bristol Rovers box, cutting it back inside as Bristol keep challenge for it, but Reading still managing to retain it. Again, now the ball chipped out wide to that far side as they look for the cross. Cross comes in and it's headed away by Rovers as they pick up the pieces now on the edge of the box, knocking it out wide to this near side. Space to run into now as Bristol Rovers racing into the Reading half. Ball played forward, but it's a poor one. And the Reading defenders just see it back to the goalkeeper who picks up the ball, and that released the pressure momentarily for Reading. Reading now to play out from the back as they knock it out wide to this near side. Rovers coming to press the ball from the front, though, as Reading forced to play it back to the goalkeeper again. Now played out wide to that far side as Reading clearly feeling they're having more joy down that far side of the field at the moment. Now Reading on the edge of the box, just play it back to the goalkeeper again. Now the ball kicked out wide to that far side as both sets of players challenge for it in the air, but it's Bristol that come away with it. Now Bristol playing it into the centre. Now a long ball over the top as Bristol now trying to get in behind, and he just tried to intercept that then, and the ball deflected. I think it deflected off his knee and it's gone out of play for a goal kick to Reading. So we're about to have a substitution here, guys. I think there's a double substitution for Bristol Rovers. So Bogard coming on. So it's Brown coming off, Vale coming on. And it's Woods coming off and Bogard coming on. So free kick now as the ball kicked long up the field. Chipped forward and the goalkeeper manages to intercept that as now Bristol can build from the back, knocking it out wide to that far side as Reading come across to challenge for it, but Bristol managing to just about keep it as Reading still not giving it up here as Bristol managed to work through the press though. Now played forward, coming into the box. Can they get the shot off? And they do! It's into the back of the net, chipping it over the goalkeeper. Bristol Rovers find the equaliser on 56 minutes. Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 1. They never gave it up, even though Reading challenged on a number of occasions on that far side. But they managed to work it forward and then just chipped it over the goalkeeper. John McQueen saying it's 1-1. It is, mate. You're right. Yep. And saying you Blues. Thank you for that, John. It was. Is it? So which club is it you support, John? I'm confused, mate. Is it Reading or Bristol? If you don't mind me asking, mate. Now Reading with a ball on this near side, ball crossed in. As Reading with a shot from the edge of the box, but the goalkeeper manages to pluck that out the air. And now the goalkeeper knocks the ball out wide to that far side as Reading tried to challenge for it, but now Rovers coming forward, knocking it into the box as the shot comes off, but it's always rising, and that goes out of play for a goal kick to Reading. So thank you for that, John McQuinn. John McQuinn also saying you Blues. So thanks for that, mate. Rovers. Okay, cool, mate. Well, yeah, it's a pleasure to have you with us. And Reading now making their first substitution. So yeah, that's awesome, John. Well, I think you're the first Bristol fan to join the fandom community, mate. So it's a pleasure to have you with us. As you will see, obviously, if you come getting involved regularly, we'll see we've got quite a variety of fans here in the fandom community as we keep building the fandom project to bring good football fans together. So hopefully you like the sound of that, mate. As I say, it's great to have you with us. Now ball kicked long down the field as Bristol Rovers initially win it back, but now Reading pick up the loose possession. It's crossed into the box, but Bristol Rovers heading it away, and it's deflected out wide to that far side eventually as Reading come to challenge for it, and that will be a throw-in on the far side. No, it's not. I think it's going to be given as a foul, actually. So it was Martin with the goal for Bristol Rovers. John McQuinn saying, I'm gutted I had tickets but couldn't go. Oh, I'm gutted for you, mate. I'm gutted for you. That's disappointing, isn't it? Um, yeah, that's a bit. It's not always easy to get to midweek games, though, is it, mate? With work commitments, college commitments, or whatever, and obviously if you're young, school commitments, and obviously you got to get to bed at a decent time if you're young, depending what age you are. If you're well, it doesn't matter whether whether you're at school or whether you work full time. You normally have to get to bed at a decent time through the week. So sometimes these evening kickoffs are bad, aren't they? For work commitments and college and stuff like that. Reading now coming forward down that far side. As Bristol trying to challenge for it, but Reading with the possession played it through now, crossed into the box. As Bristol just managing to knock it away, and now Reading outside the box with the possession as they now tried to come again, knocking it out wide to this near side. As Bristol come to challenge for it, and Reading forced to knock it back to the halfway line. As now they play it out wide to that far side. Reading now coming forward as Bristol challenge for the ball. And eventually I think the referee's going to give it as a foul, actually. The ball was deflected out of play on that far side, but I think the referee going to give the foul to Reading. So, yeah, Reading with a free kick here in a dangerous position. Say probably about 20, between 20 and 25 yards from goal, just outside the box, right out on that far side. So this is a good area for either a shot or a cross, whichever Reading choose to use. John McQueen saying, no, bud. Rovers born and bred. Thank you, mate. Like I say, great to have you with us. Can't fault you for that, mate. I also support my hometown club as well, but I just love football, me, mate. I just love football. Now the ball crossed into the box as Reading managed to keep it just but pushed out wide on that far side before eventually they've knocked it out of play. And I think that come off the Reading player. Yeah. No, must have took a deflection off Bristol as Reading with the throw in. Now the ball comes in as it's crossed into the box, but it's deep and it comes out on this near side as Reading try to pick up the pieces, but Bristol coming across to challenge for it. And the ball deflects out on this near side now for throwing to Reading. Probably about 12 yards from the corner flag on this near side. And John McQueen saying, good to be here. Top man, thank you, mate. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Top man, loving the positive vibes, mate. Thank you. Yeah, you're in on a quite a stream tonight, mate. But we do normally have quite an active chat. But I think it's because there's obviously a lot of European games tonight. But the regular members of the Fanden community know that I'm trying to cover as many different clubs as possible so we can help make it easier for more fans to find us, because Fanden is not about any one club. It's about you guys, the fans. And it's about bringing good fans together that loyal to their clubs, but love love football and love enjoying positive chat with other fans from other clubs as well. So that's what we're all about here, mate. Uh, we love the bit of friendly banter, but we always try to keep it positive, as sure you will find out if you come on a more active stream. So yeah, Rovers now with a possession on that far side as a cross comes into the box, but it's just a little bit too much on that as it bounces out of play, and that'll be a goal kick for Reading. But good idea there by Rovers. Just gone past everybody and bounced out of play. So 64 and a half minutes gone so far, guys. Still 1-1. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long down the centre. It's now Bristol Rovers with the possession in the centre circle. And they win a free kick here from the foul, challenged by Reading. Now Rovers with a long ball out wide to that far side. Now taking it to the byline. Ball crossed in and it's intercepted by Reading as they try to clear the lines. But Bristol Rovers picking up the possession on that far side as they now knock it out towards the edge of the box. Reading coming to challenge for it, but Bristol managing to keep it as they knock it back out wide to that far side. Trying to challenge for it, but now Bristol Rovers with the possession played back into the centre. Now coming forward as now under pressure. Reading trying to challenge for it, but Bristol keeping it as they now knock it out wide to this near side before cutting it back inside and then playing it back towards the centre circle. Really trying to stretch Reading's formation now as they play it back out wide to that far side. And Reading quickly shuffling players across to try and defend it, as eventually the ball is deflected out on that far side for a throw-in to Bristol Rovers, midway inside their own half. And we've got a Reading player down on the ground at the moment. There's a referee just checking on him. I think he's going to be okay. Yeah, just getting back to his feet, so no need for the medical staff to come on. So, yeah, John McKeon, top man, thank you for that, mate. So let's have a quick look, guys, what's going on in the other games around the grounds. Celtic still 2-0 down. Hang on a minute, I need to refresh it, don't I? Oh, sorry, no, Celtic now 4-0 down. Sorry, guys, 69 minutes gone in that one. Celtic 4-0 down away at Atletico Madrid. Lazio 1-0 up in the other game in that group. As we know, Newcastle lost earlier on in their Champions League game against Dortmund 2-0. AC Milan currently winning 2-1 against Paris, the other game in that group. Group G, Red Star Belgrade 0, RB Leipzig 1, Man City 3, Young Boys 0. So Man City with another strong performance in Europe. Group H, Shakhtar Donetsk winning 1-0 against Barca earlier on, and it's currently FC Porto 1, Royal Antwerp 0. In the Scottish Premiership, guys, Motherwell have pulled it back to level the score as it's now St Johnstone 2, Motherwell 2. 83 minutes gone in that one. In the English Championship, Rotherham United 1, Ipswich 1. 68 minutes gone in that one. In English League One, Shrewsbury Town 0, Bolton 1, get in. And Wigan Athletic 1, Peterborough United 1, Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 1, as we know right here. English League 2, guys, Colchester United 2, Swindon Town 1. As the ball not back there to the Bristol Rovers keeper. So quickly read through the EFL trophy, guys. Barrow winning 2-1. Full-time result against Liverpool U21s. Crawley Town currently winning 3-2 against Aston Villa. 83 minutes gone in that one against Aston Villa U21s. Wimbledon winning 2-0 against Crystal Palace's U21 team. Cambridge United 4, Tottenham Hotspur U21s 1. Gillingham 0, Fulham U21s 1. Leyton Orient 1, Portsmouth 2. Full-time result. Oxford United 5, Chelsea U21s 0. Bristol Rovers now coming forward down the middle as they get the shot off on the edge of the box, and it's always high as it flies well over the bar. Good effort to a certain extent until the final shot on goal, but yeah, Bristol doing well to work it down that far side, but the shot wasn't the best. So another substitution we're about to see here, guys. So it's Hutchinson coming off and it's Craig coming on. So I think it's just one substitution as the it might be a second one, yeah. So I think it's the second one. So Bristol Rovers, I think, about to make another one here. And we've also got a player down on the pitch in the centre circle. Didn't see that, but that was because I was reading out the results. So medical staff on giving him treatment. As all the players now coming across to grab a drink. And so the next change is Chris Martin's coming off. And it's McQuiz coming on. So there you go, guys. So let me quickly just read out these final other results. So as I said, Oxford United 5, Chelsea U21s 0, Cheltenham Town 0, West Ham United U21s 4, Wrexham 2, Port Vale 1, Fleetwood Town 4, Leicester City U21s 0, Lincoln City 2, Notts County 0, Mansfield Town 0, Everton U21s 1, and Doncaster Rovers 2, Burton Albion 1, Forest Green Rovers 0, Brighton Hove Albion U21s 0. That game went to penalties and it finished 4-2 on penalties with Brighton the winners in the penalty shootout. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date around the grounds. So we're about to get back underway as players finished having their water break now. So goal kick to Reading as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long right out wide to this near side as both players jump to head the ball, and it takes a deflected out to this near side and goes out for a throw into Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers now with the ball thrown forward with a long throw, headed back in the direction it came from as Reading pick up the pieces. Now Reading playing it back to their goalkeeper as the goalkeeper just kicks the ball long up the field on the volley. And now both sets of players just challenging for it there as it's headed about. Now Reading with the ball as they come forward towards the edge of the box, but Bristol coming across to challenge. And now Bristol winning it back before Reading challenge and win it back themselves. But Bristol not giving it up here as they've won it back again. Knocking it back towards the defensive line. Now chipped forward up towards the halfway line. As Bristol now with space to run into as they play it out wide to that far side. Now racing towards the box. Ball crossed in, but it's blocked off by Reading. But Rovers managing to pick up the pieces as another cross comes in. But again, it ends up taking a deflection and goes out on that far side. And I think that's going to be a Reading throw-in as it looked like the ball took the last touch off Bristol Rovers players. It actually deflected off a Rovers player and then straight off of a Reading player and then out. So, yeah. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. Would be really appreciated. And thank you very much if you have already. And also, if you guys are interested, please do check out the latest video that I've just put on the channel over the weekend, which is called Maguire vs Van Dijk vs John Stones. Put a lot of work into it, a lot of information. And yes, it is a Premier League video, guys, but I need your opinion on whether you like the format, how it's been presented, how I've done all the stats and everything. Because obviously in the future, I want to do more stats for the clubs right across all the leagues. I want to do more videos like that, but obviously that is just to the first video of that type. So if you guys get a chance, please do go and have a look at it and let me know if you like the format, because it'll be helpful for me making other videos like that about all clubs and players across all leagues, not just the Premier League. We're not all about the Premier League here, guys. As you can see, I could be doing Champions League tonight, but I'm here doing League One to show you guys that we're about every club in the UK. We do not show favoritism to any particular league. We try to cover as much as we can. Bristol now with the ball at the back as they play it out wide to that far side. Now Reading coming across to challenge for it. But Bristol managing to keep it before eventually the referee has blown the whistle here. Well, I didn't see an awful lot wrong in that, but he's given the foul. So Bristol Rovers now with the free kick just inside their own half. It's kind of level with the centre circle, guys, but out midway, I would say halfway between the centre circle and the touchline. Long ball forward now by Rovers. Oh, and it's not a good ball as it just bounces straight out of play on this near side. So that'll be a throw-in on this near side to Reading, I think. The linesman here, what's going on here? Oh. Right, so I think the Bristol Rovers goalkeeper's down on the pitch here, guys. I think he's injured himself. Steve Chilton, how you doing, mate? Steve Chilton saying, hi, everyone. I'm late tonight, but I've made it just come on, you COY. I'm not sure if that's meaning Royals. But good to see you, Steve Chilton. Sorry, mate. I'm highlighting your comment after I've said it because I'm using a new streaming platform tonight. And unfortunately, when I highlight it, it's showing it me that small. I can't read it, so I have to highlight the comment before, read your comment, and then highlight it. So yeah, but with first time we tried out this streaming platform tonight. But welcome to the show. Steve Chilton, always a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Steve Chilton, a regular member of the Fandom community. So always good to see. A bit quiet on this one tonight because I've picked a League One game, obviously, to try and give League One a bit of coverage, mate. But yeah, it's a little bit quieter because I did do a stream earlier. I did the Newcastle game in the Champions League, which kicked off earlier. So quite a few of the regular fans came into that one. So yeah, but good to see you, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Steve, a massive uh, Millwall and Aberdeen fan. I've got that right tonight, haven't I, Steve? I've got that right tonight, mate. Now the ball kicked long as the goalkeeper back on his feet now, as it's knocked on into the box. Bristol Rovers trying to get on the end of that, but the Reading keeper just manages to intercept it. Now Reading knocking the ball out wide to this near side as a long ball chipped forward up the field, but it's intercepted by Bristol Rovers. As now both sets of players challenging for it in the centre circle. Now Bristol Rovers knocking it out wide to this near side. Reading intercept it though, as now they try to build from the halfway line. So 77.5 minutes gone, guys. Still 1-1. Reading playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper. So, yeah, nice one. Stevie, I'm loving the positive vibes as always, mate. I pressed the wrong one there. Sorry, mate. I pressed the wrong one. Sorry, Stevie. Thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes. Top man. And Yassim Morechild. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fandom. Yassim Morechild saying goal. It's currently 1-1 at the minute, mate. Welcome to Football Fandom and the Fandom community. And now Bristol managing to intercept it at the back now as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Don't forget, guys, please do it that thumbs up if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. Hit the like button, really appreciated. Now Bristol on the attack, knocking it out wide to this near side as now they play it in behind, coming into the box. And Reading just managing to get back and intercept that before Bristol got the shot off. And now Reading knocking it out wide to this near side as it goes out of play for a throw-in to Bristol. Steve Chilton saying, hi, Ken. Hi, Gaz. And Stevie, thank you, Steve. Top man, top man. Loving the positivity, as always, from Steve Chilton. Top man, thank you, mate. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Tuesday, mate. And now Bristol Rovers with the possession on this near side. Oh, we've got to come in together now. Reading player down on the pitch. So the Reading referee giving the free kick here. Oh no, he's going to have a word with both players here at the moment. Fabrice Rodriguez. I can't even make a goal. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fandom. Apologies, I can't understand your message. I can answer it if you make it clear for me to understand, but I don't understand what you're trying to say there, mate. But welcome to Football Fandom UK. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. And welcome to the Fandom community. Although it is a bit quieter tonight than normal, but we have that. So another substitution here as Guinness Walker coming off, and it's and Smith coming off, and it's I can't even read that player's name. Ibrahima. I can't even read his name. Sorry, guys. I do that many games. I don't know every player for every club. It's just too many players to remember. Bristol now with the possession. Knocked back to the goalkeeper. So yeah, sorry, Fabricio Rodriguez. As I say, mate, sorry, I can't understand your message. If you want to clear it up, I will certainly try and reply to it, mate. Stevie Chilton saying, any Tate and boys in chat. I don't think so, mate. I think they were in earlier. They was in earlier on the stream. But no, not right now. I don't think. I think they've. I think they might have all gone off to have something to eat. Obviously, like I say, mate, this is the second stream I've done tonight. So I did the Newcastle game earlier. So quite a few of the guys, the regular Fandom members of the Fandom community, was in the stream earlier on for the Newcastle game. So I think they've quite a lot of them gone off to get some food, mate. So yeah, sorry you missed them, Stevie. But it's good to have you with us anyway, mate. As you can see, I'm trying to do this game tonight, trying to help us grow the fandom community, make it easier for more fans to find us. So that's why I picked this game tonight, because we've not really given any much consideration to League One, because we've been so busy with the obviously with the EFL Trophy and European competitions, as well as Scottish football and the Scottish League Cup. So we've not had a lot of opportunity to cover League One much this season. We have covered it a bit, obviously, as you guys know, but just not. We've not done it in many games so far this season. So now free kick comes in as Reading picking up the pieces. It's knocked out wide to that far side. It's now Reading coming forward into the box. Can they get the shot off here? But no. Bristol managing to come across and press the ball, forcing Reading to knock it out wide to that far side. Now Reading coming inside as they try to create some space here. Now it's played into the box, but it's intercepted by Bristol as they knock it back out wide to that far side. So Fabrice Rodrigue, same comment again there, mate. But as I say, can't understand what you're saying. But welcome to fan then. Steve Chilton saying like. Thank you, mate. Top man, Steve Chilton. What a guy. Top man. Thank you, mate. So Reading now with a possession on this near side as they play it forward. Coming into the Bristol half of the field, working their way towards the byline as Reading come across to challenge. And now the referee is going to give the foul. Yeah, he's lunged in on that challenge. And that is a definite foul, in a fairness. Reading working it down, but the I don't know why he was thinking he had plenty of time to put in a better challenge than that. But he just decided to slide in, and he's just made it easier decision for the referee there and putting his own team on the back foot. So Reading now with a free kick on this near side, about 5 yards from the byline. Midway between the touchline and the box, the edge of the box. So not a good angle for a shot, but a great angle for a cross. If you just joined us, guys, currently 84 minutes gone, and it's 1-1. Free kick comes in. It's knocked away outside the box as Reading pick up the pieces. Bristol challenging for it, though, as they push Reading out wide on that far side. Not giving it up, though, as the ball eventually goes out of play. And that will be a throw-in on the far side for Reading. Millsard, Wigan Athletic fan channel. How are you doing, Millsard? Welcome to the show, mate. Millsard saying another win for Wigan after 85th minute screamer. Yes, I saw that you guys were winning before. Awesome, mate. Good to see you guys really picking up the momentum now. So you're getting a good winning run going. And yeah, you've managed to dig yourself out and push yourself up the table. So fantastic result for you guys in the league. And obviously tonight, if I remember rightly. Oh no, it was the league he was playing in tonight. Yep. So 2-1 win for Wigan Athletic against Peterborough United. Really good win. I saw that you took the lead early on and now 1-0, and then still managed to come out on top. So good result for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, Millsard. Welcome to the show, mate. Steve Chilton saying Bolton winning at the moment, Gaz and BWFC. Top man, Steve Chilton. Thank you, mate. BWFC. He was in earlier, mate. I don't think he's with us now. But thank you, Steve Chilton, top man. Thank you for the update, mate. So, Bristol just getting themselves in a bit of trouble there on the inside their own box, but luckily the goalkeeper read it well and managed to come out and grab the ball before Reading could get them shot off. As Bristol just losing it there in their own box, which was a bit sloppy possession, really. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field as now it bounces all the way back to the Reading goalkeeper. So Reading now able to build out from the back as they knock the ball out to this near side, but Bristol challenging for it. Now Bristol with winning it, but the Well, the referee's gonna. Well, I'm not sure which way he's gonna give this. Yeah, I think he's gonna give it Bristol's way. Has it right? Yeah, look. Yeah, just seeing the challenge there. The Reading player just all over him there, grabbing his shirt. Um, Yeah, so Bristol Rovers winning a free kick on this near side, and it's Craig, the Reading player, given a yellow card for that. And to be fair, that's a deserved red card because he was all over the play. He wasn't trying to win the ball. Well, he was trying to win the ball, but not actually get the ball. He was more interested in manhandling the Bristol player rather than actually trying to just get the ball. So free kick on this near side for Bristol Rovers. Ball comes into the box. It's deep. Headed away, Reading picking up the pieces as now they knock it up the field, clearing their lines. But as it bounces out on this near side, Bristol Rovers keeper comes out to intercept it, but he just eventually lets it roll out of play for a throw into Bristol Rovers on this near side, midway inside their own half. So thank you for that, Stevie. Steve Chilton also saying, Ken, which team do you support, mate? He's a Bristol Rovers fan, mate. If, oh, sorry, I thought you meant John McQueen. My bad. Who did you say? Ken. Haven't got a Ken, have we? Ken's not here tonight, mate. Well, he was in earlier, but he's not here now. He was in on the earlier stream, mate. Like I say, they came in early, some of them, so I think maybe they've gone to have some food. That's why they're not in now. Reading now with the possession as they play it out wide, but no, think again, cutting it back inside as now they come forward into the Bristol half of the field. Now knocking it out wide to this near side as the ball now with Reading still as Bristol come to challenge for it, but Reading still managing to keep it all on this near side at the moment as Reading try to work through the press, but Bristol not letting them have it all their own way as eventually the ball gets deflected out on this near side for a throw-in to Reading. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could and consider subscribing if you're new. And thank you very much if you've already hit the like button. Thank you. Reading now with a throw-in on this near side, about 7 yards from the corner flag. Ball comes in with a long throw into the box, headed about now by both sets of players before eventually the referee blows for a foul in the box, and that will be a goal kick to Bristol Rovers. Goalkeeper takes it quick, knocking the ball out wide to that far side as both sets of players challenge for it, and now the Bristol player goes down under the challenge, and now he's got the free kick, but he's tried taking it quickly, and he was blocked off by the Reading player there. The referee just having a word with the players. So we're having 5 minutes added on, guys, at the end of the 90. So we're going to have a free kick for Bristol out on that far. Well, just slightly out on that far side, about 15 yards from the halfway line. Bristol Rovers now take the free kick. It's into the box. Can they get the shot off? A push in the back there by Reading. As claims for a penalty. Referee waves it away. Well, let's have a look at this. It fell to... Yeah, there was a shove by the looks of it. Can't see from that camera angle very well. But yeah, definitely looked like Bristol had a fair argument there for a foul in the box. But the referee taking the easy option, not giving it. Now the ball on this near side as Bristol try to come forward. But it's intercepted by Reading. And now Reading winning a foul as the referee blows for a free kick to Reading out on this near side, just inside their own half. So thank you for that, Steve. Sorry, mate. I'm like I say, Ken's not with us at the moment, mate. He was in earlier. But now. Like I said, I think he's gone to have some food. He's got work tomorrow, I think, as well. So substitution here, Grant coming off, and it's Gibbons coming on. Kick taken, long ball down the field. So thank you for that, Kat. Steve Chilton, thanks, mate. Mauricio M. Salazar. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fan then, Mauricio M. Salazar saying goal. It's currently 1-1, mate. Welcome to Football Fan then UK. Oh, now Reading with the ball as they come forward now, down the middle. Bristol challenge for it as Reading get the shot off, but it's always rising and goes well over the bar. And that will be a goal kick to Bristol Rovers. So, yeah, thank you for that, Mauricio M. Salzburg. Welcome to Fan then, mate. Steve Chilton saying, Ken Fish. Yeah, he was in earlier, mate. He was in earlier. He was in the earlier stream, but he's not with us right now. I think he might be watching this Celtic game and having some food, maybe, or something, mate. But yeah, he was in for quite a while before, mate. He was in for quite a while earlier on. Sorry you missed him, Ken. Stevie. Sorry, I'm getting confused because you're saying Ken. So yeah, sorry you missed him, mate. So 3 minutes into the added on time, guys. Reading with the throw in on that far side. Deep inside their own half. Ball comes in as it's headed back in the direction it came from. Reading nodding it back. Now it's just being nodded about by both sets of players in the air at the moment on that far side. As neither sets of play managing to keep it down. Eventually it does go out of play. Reading with another throw in, taken quickly, knocked up the fielders. Bristol challenge for it. Now Reading with the possession. As they manage to keep it, now racing forward towards the edge of the box, coming into the box, taking it into byline, and now Reading going to ground. And that, to me, looked a bit suspicious. Well, you can't protest when there was a clear penalty shout up the other end, and I think that was a softer one than the one up the other end of the field, to be fair, guys. And that's no bias. That's just my honest opinion. I have no preference in this game. So, yeah. Ball knocked up the field as both sets of players challenging for it. And now, it's knocked on now. Bristol with a shot from distance, but the goalkeeper manages to intercept it. And now Reading winning. Yeah, the goal wouldn't have stood if it had happened anyway. The referee's brought it back for a foul. So free kick now to Reading. And don't forget, guys, please hit the thumbs up if you could. Really would be appreciated. Thank you very much if you have already. Goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field. As both sets of players challenge for it. Now Rovers coming away with it, knocking it out wide to that far side. Now coming forward, but strong challenge comes in from Reading. And the referee gives the foul on that far side, inside the Reading half of the field for Bristol Rovers. Well, we've played the added on time now, guys, so we're into the dying moments of the game as Bristol Rovers with a free kick out on that far side. Might be just enough time to take this. Ball comes into the box and the goalkeeper manages to intercept it. And now the keeper kicks the ball long up the field and the referee blows the final whistle. And it's finished. Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 1. So, point apiece, guys. Let's have a look at the half-time, the full-time match stats. Bear with me a second. I'll go to that in a minute. Mauricio M. Salzburg saying, the refs bet on the game for sure. Well, if he has, he'd be in big trouble if it was found out, mate. But, yep, you're entitled to your opinion. That's what Fanden's about, mate. Thank you for that, Mauricio M. Thank you, mate. So, guys, let's have a quick look at the halftime. The full. Why do I keep saying halftime? That's a habit. That my bad. So let's have a look at the full-time match stats. Let's bring it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Just bear with me a second. I will read it out to you in case you guys are listening in on a small device. So it should be coming on your screen now. There we go. So don't worry if you can't see that, guys. I will read it out to you. So here's how the stats add up at the end of full time, guys. It's finished 1-1, and total shots for Reading 6 for Reading. Total shots for Bristol Rovers 11. Shots on target 5 for Reading, 5 for Bristol Rovers. Possession 47% for Reading, 53% for Bristol Rovers. Passes 430 for Reading, 468 for Bristol Rovers. Pass accuracy 74% for Reading, 77% for Bristol Rovers. Fouls 16 against Reading, 9 against Bristol Rovers. Yellow cards 3 for Reading, 1 for Bristol Rovers. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides just 1. 1 for Reading and 3 for Bristol Rovers. Corners, none for Reading and 4 for Bristol Rovers. So here you go, guys. That's how the table looks after the full-time whistle. Reading will stay bottom of the league, picking up another point. It's another point to get them on the right track, but obviously for them to make any kind of impact at the bottom there, they really needed the win. Bristol Rovers push up to 12th. I think they was in 12th or 13th before the game started. So they stay roughly around where they was, but obviously that point gives them a nudge just up the table a little bit more. So yeah, I think if they'd not got something, they would have been sat in like kind of 15th position, something like 15th position, something like that. So a good point for Bristol Rovers. Obviously, I would say an okay point for Reading, but they really needed the win, as you can see, rooted to the bottom of the table. So there you go, guys. I'll come back to the comments as Steve Chilton saying, "Okay, mate, thanks, Gaz. No worries, Steve. Steve, thank you, mate. Thank you for understanding, top man." Steve Chilton also saying, Glenn Maxwell, 201, not World Cup 2023. Miraculous. Thank you, Steve Chilton. Thank you, mate. What's going on here? All right, so let's quickly have a read round the results around the grounds, guys, as well. So bear with me a second. So all the full-time results now, guys. Drop your comments if you want to have your final say, guys. Drop your comments in now because we'll be jumping off. I've been on for 4 hours as well as work today as well, so I'm ready to go and have something to eat. 4 hours and putting my evening meal off to come and do double streams to try and help the channel grow more. So Champions League results, guys. Atletico Madrid 6, Celtic 0. That's a shameful result from Celtic. Lazio 1, Feyenoord 0. Full-time result as well. Group F, Borussia Dortmund 2, Newcastle 0, as we know from the earlier kickoff. And AC Milan coming out 2-1 winners against Paris Saint-Germain. Group G, Red Star Belgrade 1, RB Leipzig 2, Man City 3, Young Boys 0. Group H, Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Barcelona 0, and FC Porto 2, Royal Antwerp 0. Into the Scottish Premiership, guys. Only one game in Scottish Premiership tonight, and it's finished St Johnstone 2, Motherwell 2. Championship, English Championship, one game in the English Championship, finished Rotherham United 2, Ipswich 2. Deja vu there. League One, English League One, it's finished Shrewsbury Town 0, Bolton Wanderers 2, Wigan Athletic 2, Peterborough United 1, Reading 1, Bristol Rovers 1, as we know right here. In English League 2, only one game tonight. Colchester United winning 3-1 against Swindon Town. In the EFL Trophy, Barrow 2, Liverpool U21s 1, Crawley Town 3, Aston Villa U21s 2, Wimbledon 2, Crystal Palace U21s 0, Cambridge United 4, Tottenham Hotspur U21s 1, Gillingham 0, Fulham U21s 1, and Leyton Orient 1, Portsmouth 2. Oxford United 5, Chelsea U21s 0, and Cheltenham Town 0, West Ham United U21s 4, Wrexham 2, Port Vale 1, Fleetwood Town 4, Leicester City U21s 0, Lincoln City 2, Notts County 0, Mansfield Town 0, Everton U21s 1, and Doncaster Rovers 2, Burton Albion 1, Forest Green Rovers 0, Brighton and Hove Albion U21s 0. That game went to penalties and finished 4-2 on penalties to Brighton. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with all the games around the ground, with the exception of the National League. So let's read out your final comments, guys, before I jump off. Stevie Chilton saying, no. I'm not following you there, mate. Sorry, Stevie. Sorry, I'm not following you there, mate. What do you mean, no? I'm not. Sorry, mate. My bad. Not following you there. Steve Chilton also saying, good point for Reading tonight. Yeah, it is a good point. Yeah, good. Yeah, well said, Stevie. Good point. But I think they needed 2 away at home. At home, you want to make home advantage count, don't you, mate? So I think for them to really have a chance of pushing up away from that bottom half of the table, they really needed all 3 points. But credit to Bristol, they made life difficult for Reading as well. So I think it ended all fair in the end from what we saw on the pitch. But thank you for that, Steve Chilton, top man. Steve Chilton also saying, spelt it wrong. Sorry, no worries, mate. No worries. Easy done. Easy done. It happens to me all the time on social media. So no worries, Steve Chilton, top man. Thank you for letting me know. No worries, mate. Stevie is saying, thanks everyone for joining tonight. Hope to see you on future streams. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to Fandom. Thank you, Stevie. Top man. Right, so guys, if you've got any final comments, please do drop them in quickly now, because I've had nothing to eat tonight. I've come straight in from work and jumped straight on double back-to-back streams. But I'm going to give you 30 seconds if you guys got any final words to add before I jump off and go and get some food. So let's just shut that down now. Could start winding my computer down because it's got all sorts open here. So I can try and keep you guys up to date. What a result for Celtic. That's a really poor result for Celtic tonight, isn't it? That's an embarrassing result, losing 6-0 away. And this is what I'm saying about Celtic. I was saying it in the earlier stream about how they don't show up in Europe, and they proved it again tonight. Steve Chilton saying, nobody commenting now. So we see you guys, Stevie, and anyone else, anyone still in the chat. See you soon. Good night. Thank you, Steve Chilton, top man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it is a bit quieter tonight, but that's because I picked a completely random game to try and, as I do that sometimes. You guys know I do that. You guys that are regular members of the Fandom community, you know I do that to try and mix it up. Obviously, we've done one Champions League game tonight, so I thought because we've done a lot, obviously gave preferential treatment to the Scottish League at the weekend. Tonight we've given Champions League some coverage with Newcastle. So I thought it was only fair that tonight we tried to jump on a League One game because we've been covering a lot of all the other leagues, but not really giving League One much attention. So I thought tonight we'd mix it up a bit and give League One some attention. So sorry, Steve. Sorry, mate. Sorry you're coming in late and everybody's gone. It's how it is sometimes, mate. But not to worry, Steve. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm having the night off tomorrow. I'm not going to stream tomorrow because obviously I've got to work later tomorrow to make up for finishing early work today. So tomorrow I'm going to have the day off or the evening off, and then I'll be back in on Thursday. And hopefully, I'm hoping on Thursday to do a double. That's why I can't work tomorrow, because I've doubled up tonight. So tomorrow I got to work the extra hours that I lost today to double up, and tomorrow to double up. Sorry, on Thursday to double up. So yeah, hopefully if you're not too busy, Steve, on Thursday, hopefully catch up with you then. If you're not too busy, mate, be a pleasure to have you in the chat, and hopefully you can catch up then with more of the regular members of the Fandom community. Obviously, you being one of the regulars as well, mate. So thank you for that, Stevie. Sorry, I'm gutted, mate. I'm gutted that you come in late to miss the obviously the the guys. Obviously, I know you enjoy talking to them. So my apologies, mate. But thank you for dropping in anyway, Steve Chilton, top man. Always appreciate the support. So thank you, mate. And yeah, I'm going to jump off now, guys. So thanks, Steve Chilton. Take care, mate. And thank you for dropping in. Enjoy what's left of your evening. Stay safe and well, mate. And thank you very much, as always, for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Also, a special mention to John McQueen, who new member of the that John come in tonight. So hopefully we'll see John McQueen again in future streams, possibly, if he liked what Fandom was about. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night. And thank you to all you guys as well that also dropped in. And thanks to Stevie, our moderator in the background as well, always helping out, keep the chat positive and friendly for you guys, and keeping it free of spam and haters. So thank you guys. Really enjoyed it. Also, Ken Fish, who did drop in earlier for a while, and Ian. I can't mention everybody, guys. Marcus, also a new member, dropping in earlier, and also Dylan as well, PFC_DY phone, as well as Mad Mag that dropped in earlier also. So I think I might not have covered everybody. Apologies if I've not. But thank you guys. It's always a pleasure, and I'm sorry I can't jump on tomorrow night. But like I said, I got to work a couple of extra hours to be able to come on to double up tonight, and hopefully I'll be doubling up on Thursday. With fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. But if not, I'll be at least on doing one stream on Thursday. So that's it from me for now, guys. Stay safe and well. Look after yourself out there, and I look forward to enjoying more top conversation with you guys in future stream. But for me, for now, that's it. All the best. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.